What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Kerbsta. I'm back with another exclusive video. And today is going to be a crazy, enjoyable topic. But first, before I get into the music, thank you for joining my listening session, my day ones, and everyone, newcomers, I accept. I just want to, before I get into this, I want to talk about this. Look, I understand everybody's frustrated. Everybody's upset. Everybody's pissed off about this pandemic. We are in March 2021 and we're still going through it. But maybe we're near an end. They have vaccines now. So I pray that these vaccines will work and will give us more uplifting moments. You understand? The thing that I hate is that the Asian culture got a bad rap for this, and I think it's unfair to them. The thing that bothers me about there's a lot of ignorance out there. If I can rid this world of ignorance, trust me, I would rid this world of ignorance. But I can't. I don't have that power. All I have is a voice, and I hope that people are listening. Look. I was taught that if I have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. You understand? Keep my trap shut. That's basically what I was told growing up. So if you have nothing nice to say about anything or anybody, just keep your mouth shut. Keep your trap shut. There's a lot of ignorance directed at anyone technically, because there's a lot of frustration out there. People lost their jobs, health insurance, people lost, and it definitely exposed United States health insurance issue. So not just that, people have, it's so much negativity that came out from this. But on the flip side, there's also a lot of positivity that came out through this. A lot of people, they went to business. People who never went to business before, they went into business. People who never knew about the stock industry jumped into the stock market. People who wanted to get a better job, got a better job. People who wanted to own a house or apartment, bought a house or apartment. You understand? I understand there's a lot of negative, but I understand there's a lot of positive that came out of this. And I hope you are on the positive side. I understand the negative part. I know people lost family members and friends to this pandemic. I know people it was bad for some people. But I hope that negative that you felt can flip into a positive for you. You understand? I really hope so. A lot of Asians was taking a beating during this pandemic. I understand. And when I say beating, I'm talking about a lot of them were blamed for this pandemic. And to be honest, be real honest with you, we need to blame us. And I'm going to tell you why we need to blame us. I'm talking about the world need to blame the world. That's what I mean when I say us, I'm talking about the world. And I'll tell you why. This is March 2021. This pandemic started back in February 2020, I think, or maybe earlier than that, December 2019. It's like almost a whole year and a few months. And the world didn't take notice from this. Grab all the people, science, the top elitists, the doctors, everybody come together as a world, put their differences aside and say, look, let's tackle this situation. This should have been done in a week or 2 weeks or a month even. We shouldn't have been in this problem. When Bill Gates mentioned this at a forum or huge conference and said that there's a pandemic coming and we need to prepare for it because trillions of dollars will be lost, lives will be lost. Everything will be lost. He basically mentioned that. And you know what? The world did not take notice. They ignored it, went about their daily lives, and then look where we in. 5 to 6 years later, Guess who we are in the situation he talked about? That's crazy, right? That's crazy. So what my understanding is, being that we've been in this so long, it made me say, wow, if something worse is to happen, the world is not prepared for it. So think about that. The world is not prepared. You understand? This pandemic should have showed you something. Something. If it didn't, I don't know what to tell you. You understand? I can only say, this pandemic opened my eyes a lot. You know? So, a couple months during this pandemic, there's a lot of frustration. One, the pandemic was a frustrating situation. Then the ignorant of the person of ignorance who abused his authority to basically kneel on George Floyd's neck and kill him. The world marched for that. You understand? The world. And I know it was due to the frustration of the pandemic that kind of helped it, but the world still took notice because everyone's home. More people were online. More people were watching the television more or online more. So that's why that got so big around the world. And people marched because it was wrong. It was wrong. It was ignorant and it was wrong. No person deserved that. So I'm putting my foot behind the Asian community. I have a lot of Asian friends and family. So you understand, I just want to be able to give my support to the Asian community. Ignorance is ignorance. Doesn't matter what color, race you are. Being ignorant is like a curse. Just become educated. Just educate yourself. If you don't know something, just educate yourself. If you do not have nothing nice to say, shut your trap. I was taught this growing up. Shut your trap. If you have nothing nice to say. Beating up. I see older people getting beat up by the younger. It was not like this growing up. You understand? People, keep your eyes open. If you see an elderly walking around and you see something that's not right, don't turn a blind eye to it. You make sure you go help that person or call the authorities to go take care of the situation if you are too scared to do it. You understand? Or you scream for help so people nearby can help whoever is harming this elderly person. You understand? Me, I'm about positive vibes, positive energy. And this listening session is going to be about this gentleman. I happen to be watching on YouTube, and somehow Nathan, his name is Nathan I want to make sure I say his name right. Nathan Apodaca came up, and he happened to be, this gentleman happened to, his truck broke down. That's what happened. His truck broke down, and he did what anybody would do in a situation. Take another means of transportation. He took out his longboard and started, rolling his longboard. And while he's riding on his longboard, he's drinking an ocean raspberry cranberry juice and listening to Fleetwood Mac. And it was just so dope how he did it. And I was like, wow, this dude is super cool. Not just cool, but he was uplifting. He was positive. He didn't even get mad about his truck. You know what I mean? He did what people do. Keep going. Keep moving on. On to the next. You understand? So, I want to give a shout out to this gentleman. I think he's dope. Nathan Apodaca, shouts out to you. And I really want to, I wish I could like meet the brother, you know, and do like a listening session with him. You know, I think that would be dope in the future. But I just want to give this shout out to him. And this record I'm going to play by Fleetwood Mac. Shout out to them also. It's going to be due to Nathan Apodaca. So this listening session is about Fleetwood Mac right now. All right. I only heard a snippet of it, but I'm going to play the record right now. And we all going to listen to it. So let's go. I had to pause it right there. So the reason why I had to get the cranberry ocean spray, raspberry cranberry, because Nathan, he had this when he was skateboarding on the longboard. And I don't have a skateboard. I'm not that great on the longboard. So I figured I'd just use it for my listening session. And the record is banging. I'm listening to it with you. The whole thing now is record. That little snippet I heard was hot. So let's continue. shouts out to Fleetwood Mac. Dreams is the name of that record. And, you know, what she says in the record, women, they will come and they will go. It's true. It's true. It's facts. You know, players will only love you because they playing you. You know, that's facts too. So, you know, some hardcore fact lyrics in that record. So, you know, shouts out to her and her band. Shouts out to Nathan Apodaca. You know, this is a record that he kind of picked to play during his cooling moment or his positive vibe moment. And I'm glad all this success for him. I'm happy for that, man. That guy deserves everything he is receiving, you know, and I'm sending us out to you guys who, whether you're in a positive situation or a negative situation, you know, hopefully this listening session allows you to open your mind and say, you know what, let me let it go. Whatever it is, if you're arguing with your wife or your girlfriend or your family member or your friends, just forget about it, man. This pandemic shows you that life is not guaranteed. You understand? Just make up. If you haven't spoken to your friend in like 10 years because of some situation, if this is really your friend and that situation, you could let it go, just let it go, bro. You understand? Just let it go. It's not worth it, especially in a time like this. It's frustrated. The situation in the world is already frustrated. And to make it more frustrated just doesn't make sense. You understand what I'm saying? Just go say what's up. You know, break the ice. Put your ego aside. You know, and, whether you did something wrong or they did something wrong, forgive or apologize. You know, and let it go. You understand? I mean, I know people can't be together right now due to the pandemic. People are cautious, but I want you all to send out positive vibes. You understand? If you have an Asian friend or a relative or whatever, just go give them a hug. Like, and they say, what you give me a hug for? Like, yo, I'm sending you positive vibes. You the man, or you the woman, or you the girl, or you the boy. You understand? Send that from Kerbsta Rules. Positive vibes go to you. All right? Anyway, it's your boy Kerbsta Rules. Thank you all for tuning in to my listening session with Fleetwood music. Fleetwood Mac. You understand? This is their music, so Fleetwood Mac. And the title of this record is called Dreams. So definitely go play as much as you can. Go listen to it as much as you can. And even though I'm not getting paid for this, brought to you by Ocean Spray. You know, I've always drank Ocean Spray. My brother, he's always been the Ocean Spray kind of guy. So we always drink out of the bottle. So this is normal for us. It's normal. So when I saw Nathan Apodaca doing the same thing, I was like, oh, this is normal. Everybody do it, you know? So I know it's most people prestige or people, they drink in the glass, but you know, if you from the neighborhood or urban environment, we tend to drink out of a bottle. And this flavor is pretty good. So it's your boy Kerbsta Rules. If you like the hat, shout out to The Ability Co. Definitely, I'm gonna put the link underneath. I'm gonna put the link underneath my comments. Also, if you care to donate to Kerbsta Rules, I'm gonna put my Cash App underneath, And thank you to those who asked me about my father. He's still, you know, he's up and down, but he's doing okay. You know, his ankle kind of broke, so he's taking time and time like day. And I'm doing okay in school. So for those who asked me about those, thank you. Shout out to you, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.